This podcast is brought to you by the Senior Techie, a source of information for seniors and others about technology. And, imagine staring at a brand new smartphone or a blank tablet screen and just feeling that knot in your stomach.
Oh, yeah, that lingering worry that one wrong tap might just ruin everything.
Right, it's so common. So whether you're an adult over 55 navigating this digital landscape or a family member supporting someone who is, we are thrilled to have you joining us on the Senior Techie podcast. We really want to turn that fear into a playground.
Yeah, and today we're looking at a concept tied to As Young as You Feel Day, which is a day that celebrates the idea that age is really just an attitude rather than a chronological number.
And our mission today is to explore how adopting that specific attitude actually unlocks a totally new world of technology for seniors.
Because we usually treat technology as this imposing barrier, like something we just have to muscle our way through.
Oh, absolutely. It feels like a chore for so many.
Right. But when you look at it through the lens of feeling young, the entire dynamic shifts. The Senior Techie introduces this brilliant term, digital youthfulness.
Digital youthfulness. I like that.
Yeah, it suggests that interacting with technology isn't a burden, but rather a natural doorway into maintaining a vibrant, curious mindset.
I kind of like to think of the digital world as a foreign country. Like, if you go on a trip to a brand new place, you don't need to be perfectly fluent in the local language to enjoy yourself. Right?
Oh, totally. You just need the basics.
Right. Just learning a few basic phrases changes the whole experience. You order a coffee, you ask for directions, and suddenly you're engaging, not just observing from the sidelines.
That is a great way to put it.
So if we apply this to a senior's relationship with modern tools, it really moves the goalpost. You aren't trying to become an IT expert. But how does that change the emotional relationship with, say, an iPad?
Well, approaching these tools with a youthful attitude means giving yourself permission to be a beginner again, instead of demanding immediate mastery, which is honestly just exhausting.
Oh, and so stressful.
Very stressful. So instead, you allow yourself to explore. You start testing things out of genuine curiosity.
Right, which transforms the technology from a source of stress into a source of empowerment. But having a youthful mindset, in theory, is definitely different than actually applying it.
Yeah, the actual practice is where the real shift happens.
Right, because the Senior Techie suggests specific activities, like learning a new social app, starting a newsletter, or even experimenting with AI photo tools. How do those actions actively rewire that, I'm too old for this mentality?
It really comes down to immediate feedback loops. When you learn a new social app or successfully edit a photo with AI, you get this tiny instant victory.
Oh, I see. Like a quick win.
Spot on. And that victory actually rewires your brain. It overwrites that anxious narrative with a sudden feeling of competency. You're actively building an identity as someone who is curious, capable, and current.
You prove to yourself that you belong in the modern conversation. But I have to push back a little here. AI photo tools and new social apps still sound really intimidating. Like, if someone is already anxious, how does jumping into the deep end actually reduce that anxiety instead of just causing more?
Well, the thing is, avoiding technology actually breeds more anxiety.
Yeah.
Because the unknown just keeps growing larger and scarier in your mind over time.
Oh, that makes sense. It becomes this monster in the closet.
Right. But when you jump into an AI tool, you realize the stakes are incredibly low. You aren't taking a final exam, you're just clicking buttons to see what happens.
Oh, so that low-stakes experimentation kind of shatters the perfectionism?
Yes, and it shatters the avoidance barrier entirely. You realize you figured it out, and you immediately wonder, what else can I do?
Right. That initial victory creates momentum. You learn one phrase in that foreign language, and suddenly the whole country feels a little more welcoming.
It's about redefining yourself not by the year you were born, but by your willingness to learn today.
Which brings up a fascinating thought to leave you with. What is one small, new digital tool or app you can explore today just to exercise your curiosity and spark your own digital youthfulness?
Something really good to think about the next time you hesitate to try something new.
This podcast was brought to you by the Senior Techie. It's available on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify. If you'd like to receive their free newsletters, you can subscribe by going to subscribe.theseniortechie.com.